Why do some people seem frustrated the moment you stop explaining yourself? Maybe you've noticed it. Someone questions your decision, misunderstands your intentions, makes an unfair assumption about you. Immediately, you feel the urge to explain. Not because you did something wrong, but because you want to be understood. So you explain. Then explain again. Then answer another question. Before long, you're defending things that never needed defending. And strangely, the more you explain, the less understood you feel. That's because some conversations aren't looking for clarity. They're looking for access. Access to your attention, your confidence, your emotional energy. Every explanation invites another question. Every answer creates another challenge. Without realizing it, you're no longer having a conversation. You're trying to earn permission to be believed. This is where Stoicism quietly changes everything. It asks a simple question. Have I explained enough? Or am I explaining because I'm uncomfortable? There's a difference. One creates understanding. The other feeds uncertainty. Think about the people you trust most. Do they demand endless explanations from you? Usually not. They ask. They listen. Then they decide. People who constantly move the goalposts often do something different. No explanation is ever enough. You answer one concern, they immediately raise another. You clarify your intentions, they question your tone. You explain your decision, they criticize your confidence. The finish line keeps moving. Not because they're learning, because the conversation was never designed to end. Marcus Aurelius wrote that your worth doesn't depend on another person's opinion. That's difficult to remember when someone misunderstands you, but it's exactly when you need it most. Because the moment you stop believing you must convince everyone, you begin protecting something much more valuable than your reputation. Your peace. That doesn't mean becoming cold or refusing to communicate. It means knowing when you've said enough. Sometimes one clear explanation is all that's needed. After that, your actions become the explanation. If someone genuinely wants to understand, they'll usually respect that. If someone is committed to misunderstanding you, another 5 minutes won't change their mind. It will only drain your energy. Notice how different the conversation feels when you stop chasing agreement. You stop speaking faster. You stop searching for the perfect words. You stop carrying the weight of someone else's assumptions, and something unexpected happens. The pressure shifts. Instead of you working to convince them, they're left with what you've already said. The silence becomes theirs to fill. Not yours. That's the quiet power most people never experience, because they leave the silence too quickly. The next time you feel the urge to explain yourself again, pause. Ask yourself, am I creating clarity, or am I chasing approval? If it's clarity, party would need to be said. If it's approval, you've probably already said enough. Because the moment you stop explaining who you are, people have to decide what they believe without controlling your emotions. And that's often the exact moment the power shifts. If this helped you think differently about difficult conversations, subscribe. Every video is designed to help you protect your peace, stay emotionally steady, and become harder to control without becoming harder to be around. And when you're ready, watch when someone twists your words, do this. Because once you stop over-explaining, the next challenge is knowing what to do when someone deliberately changes the meaning of your words.